All right, everybody, welcome back to the Young and Maturing Podcast. My name is Jakye Nunley, and today I'm here with a very special guest who I'm also going to allow them to introduce themselves in one quick second. First, I want to say shout out to the Stay With Me Now podcast. You're seeing a new venue today, like a new kind of setting and a new space, and so it's really cool. But when the podcast has to move around, of course, I'm a college student, so the podcast will have to move around. You'll see new spaces, and it'll be cool, but it's going to be the same exact setting, same cadence of what you're used to. And so welcome back for episode 3 of the Young and Maturing Podcast. Today we're here with we're joined by somebody very special, a friend of the podcast. Who are you?
Hi, y'all. My name is Davis Agnigbakou. I am best friends with Jakye Nunley. And, I'm very excited to be on this podcast because I'm one of the first guests, I think. Right?
This is the first guest.
The first guest. This is very incredible.
He's setting the tone for the other guests.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really love what you're doing here, and I really enjoy being in front of you and your presence. So, I'm ready.
That's my dog. So we're going to have a good conversation. We're going to talk about a lot. But here's the first thing. How do we know each other? How do we know? Can you get into that? Can you tell the people how we know each other?
Let's go ahead and get right into it. This one is a story for sure. So, we met actually in high school, freshman year. We had a couple classes together. One of them would probably be gym class.
Yeah.
Everybody got to take some type
Everybody
got
to take physical education. That's the problem. People stop taking physical education. That's why everybody's body
in a real way. That's why they're getting big.
That's why everybody getting big.
That's why they're getting big.
They don't have the kids take PE no more.
Yeah, they need to start implementing that.
In the PE class.
Oh my God, what are they doing?
That's why.
What are they doing?
Okay, so we met in gym.
And we played this one video back. We didn't even notice this, but
we was in the same video.
We was in the same video, and we didn't even know we were that close, or being friends for real. So,
I didn't even know he was on the class roster.
Exactly. So to my surprise, I was like, "Whoa,
this is crazy."
Yeah. So we ended up in the same gym class, and after that, we never really in high school were that close. We would see each other in the hallways maybe and just be like, "Hey, what's up?"
What's up?
Yeah,
get out my face.
We was both in Avid as well.
What's up? Get out my face.
So we was both in Avid, but we never really had the same class until sophomore year. And even sophomore year, we were never really that close either. So we would just say hi, kick it a little bit in class. But until junior year, that's when it kind of started clicking a little bit. We would be in class with all of our friends, and we would just kick it, would be cool. And then that's when senior year came, and that's when it started
that's when it was super lit.
Me and Kai, we really
that's
really
my dog.
Best friends.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Exactly. So
cool.
Yeah, that was crazy. So that's when the Four Locos kind of came.
That's when the Four Locos. A lot of people don't know about the Four Locos, and we're not talking about the drink. We talking about there's one loco to each of the four.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, I said that right. I will say that I do think it was me with the weird energy, y'all. So when y'all, I do think it was me with the weird energy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like nobody, and so to think about how uncanny it is to be in the same space as somebody for that long and not be cool. It's definitely me. I'm definitely the problem, and that's all right. I acknowledge that about myself. I acknowledge that about myself because I think it was me with the weird energy. Yeah, you cool, but you are stay out my face. Mind you, I was kind of cool with Davis's big brother in high school. And I didn't even know that Davis had a big brother until I put two and two together. I'm also a little bit slow, and we're gonna get into that on the podcast about how I don't pay that much attention to other people and the stuff they got going on, which is a problem.
It's not even you. It's just people I gotta tell people that's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts,
people are not gonna know until I'm really
That's the same thing with my siblings too.
Exactly.
But it's okay. So that's how we know each other. So if y'all are confused on. Well, don't be confused.
Yeah, don't be confused.
Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get into the second thing. I think this is so funny. This is going to be the icebreaker for the podcast. But basically, me and Davis have a bunch of inside jokes or friendship sayings that we say to each other all the time in the event of a certain situation. And me and Davis are gonna write these down on our phone, and then we're gonna like guess the other one. So it's like taboo or like charades, but with our friendship sayings.
Exactly.
And so yeah. We gotta start from the top. We gotta start from the top, and we gotta kind of take y'all back to the bases, right?
Yeah.
We told y'all how we know each other. Now we're gonna do friendship sayings, and I really love this game because I found this off of TikTok, and the one that I really loved off of TikTok was what did they say? I sent you the video. Yeah. It was like, they were like, you lied on your application. I thought that was so funny, and I could see somebody using that like in the perfect sense.
Oh yeah.
I want to steal that, so don't tell the people on TikTok that, even though this is a public podcast. Don't tell the people on TikTok that I'm trying to steal that. So anyway, okay, I have one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you put this on. Okay, yeah. See, I'm supposed. Okay, so this one is like almost. This one is like almost like you almost.
Not quite. Yeah, I already got that one.
Not quite.
That one was like.
Not quite, because sometimes people do stuff and it's like not quite. Like you, not quite.
All right, this is like kind of when like you really mad at us, like you don't really want to be in the house. So, like
one bad.
One bad.
Davis is my roommate. Davis is my roommate in college, and so anytime I get upset, that's what I say. I say I'm gonna give me one bad because I live with Davis, three of our other friends, and anytime something's not the way I like it, I think one bad. One bad. So this is kind of when somebody is overly doing it. Like they just overly
giving it out.
Or like they just it's consumption. Like they just
they're just big and easy.
That too, but no. So this one is biblical. This one is biblical, and it's like they're just
give the gluttony and
the gluttony and the greed they talk about in the Bible, because you just overly doing it.
Yeah, you just overly
doing it. And why would you do that?
Yeah, like
why would you overly do that? You just greedy, and that's what they talk about in the Bible, not being that greedy. But look at you here, being that greedy.
They need to do something about that.
You can't be that greedy all your life.
What they doing?
The greed and the gluttony they talk about in the Bible.
Yeah,
the greed and the gluttony. They talk about it in the Bible.
So,
I love it. See, not quite.
Not quite. That was it.
Okay, but how would you explain this?
So I would explain this like, we just say this just to be funny, just out of random, and like think about like Crazy K. Think about Crazy K.
He beat his girlfriend.
Yeah, that is crazy, huh? Oh my God, that little man. That little man did that
at the streamer house. At Streamer University. Beating him. Dada man. That's what the phone say. That's the word, y'all. It was Dada man. We stole that one from social media, and that lives in our friend group. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna do one last one.
Okay.
So I like this one. How do I explain this? I say this all the time. In terms of anything. Like, it'd be like, it's just general it's general and it really doesn't mean anything. Like, it's general and it doesn't mean anything, but I always say it in reference to other people. It's like...
Just giving it out?
Yeah, that, but not quite. So... So, this is like, it's general it's general in the term of, okay, yeah, it's a broad general statement. It's a broad general statement. Like, I don't know how to explain this one. It's broad and it's general and it's like, okay, like, that's what that means? I don't think I'm explaining this very... Okay, so let me give you an instance where I've said this. My job. My job is very public facing. So I always be like, what the people want, what the people need, what the people thinking. What the people...
That's what they saying?
Yes, that's what they saying.
Yeah, that's what they saying. That's what they saying.
That's what they saying,
ain't it?
Yeah, most of the time it is. But you know what else they saying?
What they saying?
On social media, they saying that men have surface level friendships.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's what they saying on
Where
social
they getting
media.
this from?
Well, here's where they getting this from though. Okay, so they saying that we have surface level friendships because we're not holding each other accountable. That we don't know a lot about each other. They saying all of this, and they're saying that like men compared to women oftentimes have very surface level based relationships. Like we kind of. Like we have very proximity focused relationships or like, career oriented or hobby oriented related relationships.
I'm seeing.
And not much diversification. Like the portfolio of friends, not really that diverse. What you think?
Well, to kind of like start off with that question, I would have to just kind of say that the reason why is just because like I think like a lot of men like understand each other because they've like already like
because you go through the same thing.
Exactly, going through the same things.
Going
like
through the same trauma bonding will do that to you
in a real way. So I think that men go through a lot of things, and that's why like they understand each other a lot more. So like they're not gonna go out of their way for like a lot of things because that's just how a man really is sometimes. So also kind of what I think is just like based on the like situation, they'll be like, oh, like it's whatever, like I'll move on, like
that's the reality of being a man.
Yeah, as a man, like you just gonna figure it out, you know what I'm saying, like move on, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody else gonna figure it out.
Exactly. So that's what I kind of think is I don't really think that men's relationships are like surface level to a certain extent, but I just really think that it's just depending on the situation and how things go. It is like kind of like different than what some women would think, just based on like their type of friendships and relationships and stuff like that.
See,
so.
And I agree with you, but I also think both. Like I think yes and. Okay, so I think yes and. I think yes and simply because men sometimes we don't know a lot about each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yes, I know that me and this man go work out at the gym every day at 5:00. I don't know his last name.
Yeah, I don't know his birthday. His birthday. It's
or
crazy.
What kind of car he drives.
Yeah, like
who is Harpo? Who this man?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, but I also think like there's also a certain aspect to it of like, and we talk about this a lot. Like all of our friends are grown. These are all grown men.
For sure. Yeah.
So how much brotherly correction can I give to this other grown man that he's actually going to take?
A grown man.
Because I could tell another grown man on a Sunday not to go do something that he has every intention and intent on doing. And so what good is my brotherly correction to that brother at that point?
For sure. That's what a grown man wants to do is what
he's
a grown man wants
gonna do. And I can't stop that.
Yeah.
So why would I waste that time and energy?
That's crazy.
But seriously, why would I waste that time and energy trying to correct the path of a grown man who's already decided what he's going to do?
Exactly. So you can't really, there's no point in really doing that when they're going to do what they want to do at the end of the day.
So call it surface if you want, but I'm going to do the best with what I got.
Exactly.
And this is all I got.
And that now that you say that, I think that's kind of like I'm like on the middle, like of both ends. It's just like there's a lot that we do as friends, sometimes, but like there's a lot of things that we don't do and like we don't realize with other men. So like I think that also carries into like relationships with women. Is like they expect something from like a man, but they don't get it because their friendships and how they were raised was different than what they were expected to get out of a relationship. So
it's different across the board. You're right. It's different. So, I also think they saying that we don't hold each other accountable. You hold your friends accountable?
You see, I like to hold my friends accountable. I like to hold my friends accountable. Nah.
Oh, you in here playing so bad.
Okay, I'm just playing, as a grown man, like I'm gonna let that grown man do what they want to do, like we just said.
How much accountability can be had for that
exactly.
Grown man?
So like I get it. I get where people are coming from. Like we gotta hold each other accountable, but like there's not a lot I can do as a person. So that's why I'm just like I'm gonna tell you wrong.
I'm gonna tell you wrong, but it's not the hill I'm gonna die on.
Exactly.
And I
that's
think
what they're saying.
That is what they saying. That's what I be saying.
That's what you be saying. So that's where I got it from.
Because listen, I think that there's only so much I can do and say. because I genuinely do not care.
Oh, for sure.
And so one day, if it's brotherly correction that I'm trying to give you for something that you've done to me, good luck.
Come on now.
You're going to just need to pray because I don't know what's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back for me. The other thing too is like I can only say so much until it's like I don't have anything else to say. Exactly. I don't have anything else to say to you. I don't have anything else to say to you. And now we just don't talk.
So
that's all the accountability I got is because I feel like as a grown man, you should know right from wrong. Exactly. You should know how to treat people well. And you should know how to show up in space for others. You know, like I shouldn't have to give you too much brotherly correction on how to be grown. And if I do, we're not friends or peers. I'm your mentor.
Come on now.
So I don't got a lot of. I don't got a. You're right. Maybe it is very surface level. Maybe social media is right. Call it surface level if you want. But when men is different because, what do you mean? What? No. I don't need another mentee. I need another mentee. If you saying that we friends, we partners, we raw dogs, that's what we is.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to be your mentor.
I don't want to be your mentor.
As your friend, like, yes, should I do things that inspire you to be better? Yes, but I want to be a mentor. I'm not trying to reparent you. You don't know how to talk to women when we go outside. You don't know how to take care of yourself, all these things. I can only give you so much accountability and brotherly correction and brotherly love on that. Aside from that, you're done. You've been excommunicated.
I can't help you too much after that. So,
You've been excommunicated. You will be excommunicated and discontinued from the program. I get a new this.
Like this.
I get a new brother like this. No, but you know what? So social media, call it what you want. But you're right. Maybe social media is right. I thought we was going to get on the podcast and try to think about how I could disprove social media, but I'm not. Social media wins. They win.
They win with this one, but I just want to add one more thing. It's just like, I think a lot of men just categorize
their friendships.
Yeah. And I think I do that myself a little bit. Like we gonna kick it like
but for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes, like you can come kick it at that.
You can come kick it for 10 minutes, but at 11 minutes and 1 second, you've overstayed your welcome.
You've overstayed your contract here.
And you've gotta go.
You've
been excommunicated for the day. And people don't. Never mind.
Yeah, you got the main friends.
You got the main friends, like your everything friends. I love a good everything friend. I don't really try to break down and divide my friends too much because I want to be able I like to think that and you can tell the world if this is right or wrong, but I like to think I'm a friend you can call for anything.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You want to go fight? We can go fight. You want to go to Bible study? We can go to Bible study. You want to go rock climbing? We can go rock climbing. You want to go hiking? We can go hiking. You want to go whatever you want to go do. I'm down to go do at least once.
Just once.
At least once and maybe just once. However, you can call me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to have too many friends where I got to think about, okay, you could go here but not here. Once again, then it goes back to that piece of, now, why can't you go there?
Exactly.
What about you does not allow me to take you into these other spaces that I go to?
Ooh, oh my God.
And something about that, it's like I feel like we begin teetering on the mentor-mentee aspect of why you can't show up at Bible study, but you can show up at the club. But just go ahead and stay at the club.
So that's what we were kind of saying with that's what a grown man want to do.
That's what you want to live your life at the club. That's fine, but I'm going to go to Bible study. And you know what? I'm not judging you, my brother. I'm going to pray for you when I get there. You're just not coming with me. You're just not coming with me. You just not coming with me. And that's okay. And I know that about myself. Okay, so the next thing, we might get a cease and desist over this one.
Hold on.
So I heard that the rabbit, you know what they talking about, the rabbit on TikTok.
What they saying?
They saying that the rabbit on TikTok, it gets you and it ends your relationship or ends something.
Oh, wow.
I heard that in 2026 or 2025, the rabbit got you.
Oh, yes.
I heard that in 2025, the rabbit got you. Are you okay?
I am okay.
Okay. As long as you up.
I'm up.
You broke up, but you up.
I've been up.
You broke up, but you up.
I'll never be down.
You'll never be down. By the grace of God.
In the grace
Won't he do it?
That's what they saying, though.
So the rabbit in 2025 got you. Why do you think relationships are not working anymore?
Well, what I kind of have to say about that actually is because I think a lot of people lack emotional intelligence and. Hold on, like bear with me now. Emotional intelligence. I just think that everybody thinks that they're that guy, that person.
Right. Everybody that girl. Everybody that guy.
Everybody
the main character.
Yeah. So
well, hold on now.
Hold on. So I just think that people think that they're the biggest. So like, if they were to get in an argument, they'll be like, "Oh, I can get a new."
Right. The illusion of options.
Exactly.
And you don't have that option.
Exactly. Instead of just actually going through those tough conversations with those people, you just be like, "Oh no, I can get a new person
like
right
that.
now.
I get a new like that. I can like snap."
Exactly. So I think a lot of people just think that like
right, and that's not the truth.
It's not the truth. So until somebody actually like does something like
egregious, like until somebody has a real transgression against you,
exactly,
then that's when you need to show them that you can get a new like snap
like that,
like that.
You know, like if somebody were to come pull up on you and hit you, like you know,
right, like
that's crazy. You know,
domestic. We don't condone that.
Sit that little shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like sit it down. So, yeah, honestly, that's what I think. Like communication as well. Mm-hmm. That's just the main part of why people's relationships are like just declining nowadays. People are gonna say like social media and stuff like that, but like
social media is fake.
Yeah,
social media is fake. Anybody looking at I tell women this all the time. Anybody looking at my social media trying to figure out what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, or how I'm doing it, you're going to be lost because I'm trying to confuse the enemy.
For sure.
Through Instagram, through TikTok, even through the podcast. Maybe I'm trying to confuse the enemy. So stay off my social media is thinking you're gonna put something together. Especially if we talking, especially if we dating, stay off my social media trying to put two and two together because you know what the real is. You with me every day in, day out.
In a real way.
Why would you need to consult social media about what you already know in your mind? What's wrong with you?
Come on now. Like, what are we doing? That is another reason why. And like also what I think as well is like how's like your actions are affecting that person.
Consideration.
Exactly, consideration.
Yeah,
so
a lot of people aren't considerate.
Exactly. So just thinking like how something you did would affect that person instead of just actually just thinking about yourself. I mean, you're going to think about yourself all the time, but, you know, you got to also think about other people as well. So
you're saying everybody think they bigger than the program.
Exactly.
Everybody think they bigger than the program, and not everybody is bigger than the program.
Exactly.
There's very few people who are bigger than the program because they are the program, and that's me.
And come on now. Come on now. Somebody
and that's me.
So, come on
and now. That's me, but we can't all be me. Because if we all me, who gonna be you?
Exactly.
Once again, if this is my business, we should have did that one on the
That was the good one. I forgot about that. There's probably a lot of them that we forgot. Like,
because we have years and years of friendship. If this is my business and this is your business, and you over here in my business, who's in your business? Because it's not me.
Your business
all the way over here, loosey goosey, being unmanned, and somebody needs to man your business because who you all in mind.
Yeah.
As we know, the white rabbit got me too in 2025.
The white rabbit got you. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Broke up, but I'm up.
You up?
Broke up, but I'm up. Still woke
Always
up.
Been up.
By the grace of God. But I think so. Here's my take. I think that relationships aren't working out right now because there is an internal war between men and women right now. And they are going at it like I don't think that we've ever seen men and women go at it before because of so many disparities that can be attributed to social media, but can also just be attributed to the customs and the culture of our world right now. Like I think that there are a lot of men who want to be the girl in a relationship.
I'm seeing.
I think that there's a lot of men who don't really. I think there's a lot of men and women who don't really know themselves.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of women who want to be the man in a relationship too.
So they're taking action when roles are supposed to be reversed.
And so everybody, like, I just think that there's a big war internally right now, you know, and it's like I think that people were, you know, trying to figure out how they fall into the fold. And also I can't acknowledge that we are a very lonely generation.
I think so too.
And so when you get used to being lonely or by your lonesome or by yourself, and then you have a partner, you partner yourself up, you couple yourself up with somebody, then it's like, well, how am I supposed to be a partner when I'm so used to being an individual?
Yeah. Okay.
And so I think that also the individualism of it all is also killing relationships in 2026, especially among our young people, you know? And so I don't know, but I don't have no solutions. This is just what I'm saying.
No, for sure. Like, there's a lot to, fix within these relationships, but, I don't have the solution for that. So, this is getting out of hand.
It is getting, that's another one.
This is getting out of hand.
This all getting out of hand. This all getting out of hand.
Realizing, like, so many things we be saying that we don't be remembering, like, on the spot.
Yeah, because this is just our natural vocabulary. Yeah. Like, this is regular stuff. But this is just getting out of hand. It really is. It's all getting out of hand because nobody wants to be a part of somebody else's program. Which I get that, though. I get that. But nobody also wants to make a partnered program where it's like we just agree on this set of shared values or shared like a shared understanding, a shared social contract of how we operate. Everybody wants to do their own thing as an individual, but be a partner.
Oh yeah.
That's, what, I'm not gonna lie to you. Joining my fraternity has been a few different blessings to my life, but the process taught me that individualism is not how thriving bonds or relationships survive.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying you got to assimilate to be one with somebody else, but there are some compromises and some agreements you're going to have to make to be in community with anyone.
Yeah.
First of all, to be in community with anyone, there are some compromises, some sacrifices, and some agreements you're going to have to make.
Not just in a relationship.
Not just in a relationship, in community with anybody.
Yeah.
Then to take it a step further and be in a relationship with somebody and all the things that is coupled with. Yeah. Why would you think you're going to get to be an individual? Why would you think individualism is enough in that space? Please.
Because, come on now.
But that's what everybody thinks. And I think that that's a huge problem. And I think that's why the rabbit is getting everybody. I'm not speaking specifically to my business. Once again, if you're watching the podcast trying to figure out my life and trying to figure out my business and how I'm thinking, that's not how I'm thinking about what happened with me. I'm just saying in general that individualism, I think, is what kills a lot of what could be good or what could be in general, which is unfortunate because everybody's so hell-bent on protecting the individual that they're not as hell-bent on protecting the unit.
Oh, okay.
Which is just my thought. Which is just my thought. What you think?
Well, I want to kind of ask you this question. It's just like,
I'm listening.
What do you see like a perfect relationship being like?
Ooh.
What do you see like something? What does the other person have to have in order to have like a good relationship?
Now, for me, or just in general in this dating age? Because it's different.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Because when you're the king, you need a. But no, really though, I think the perfect relationship is two people who are equally yoked. Like I think that we have friends in great relationships, like Muhammad.
Oh yeah,
Muhammad. Great, really, like her unit. That's a unit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I love them. Every time I see them, I'm like, y'all go ahead, y'all do that right there. Y'all go ahead and put on, and y'all represent for what it means to be in love. But I think that two people who are equally yoked is what a good relationship is and what it means to be in a good relationship. And so what equally yoked looks like is different for everybody.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'll just use the term equally yoked because who's equally yoked for some ain't equally yoked for all.
Exactly.
Like, like, but I also think that being equally yoked also couples with some of those agreements and, losing that individualism that I talked about earlier.
Yeah. So do you think that people need to have like the same values or like?
I definitely think you should be in a relationship with people who have the same values across the board.
Yeah.
Romantically, platonically. Like, for example, if voting season come around and your girlfriend vote a different way than what you vote or vice versa. Oof. Come
on now.
So what do y'all conversate? What do y'all be talking about? Because y'all don't value the same things. And I'm not saying that those relationships can't exist. I'm saying that those relationships can exist, but the terms in which they exist are different. Like you're compromising your compromise is greater there, you know,
Sure, yeah.
which could be good, but your compromise is greater because is that what you value, or are you assimilating to somebody else's life, right? And that's why relationships also, like, it's such a fine line because you want to be careful that you don't assimilate to be somebody else, but instead that you can maintain your values in what you believe, while still kind of, you know, not protecting just the individual. I don't know. I hope I said that right. I hope that registers right.
Yeah, that does register for me because I think that in a relationship you need to have values,
right?
That are like similar together. You know, religion.
I got my house. You got your house.
Exactly. Like you're gonna be clashing every time about some of the values that you guys don't, you know,
agree
with. So like, if you have kids,
what the kids gonna believe?
What the kids gonna believe?
What the kids gonna do
all the time? So like, you know, like if you
what the kids gonna do?
Exactly. Because what
the kids gonna do?
Exactly. So now,
not the babies.
Now, if you see the kids, now the kids that see you fighting all the time about y'all values, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? So if you need to have like a stable relationship with your values first, and I think that's where it starts.
And what a lot of people don't realize is they're one relationship away probably from that kid.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just saying at our age, like you early 20s, like I was telling right before we went out the other night, my mom and her friend was over here. What'd I tell them? We was about to leave. They said, you know, they'd be like, we've been there, done that. Y'all think y'all going out and having time of your life? Y'all been there, done that. They ain't never been 21 without no kids.
No kids.
So this is what I'm saying. A lot of people in this age range, they want relationship, they want partner away from them kids. So pick wisely. That's why these conversations is so critical because you want to have kids with somebody who it makes sense to have kids with. And a lot of the people our age, they one partner away from them kids. And what the baby's gonna do?
What the baby's gonna do?
This is getting out of hand because what the baby's gonna do. But no, for real though.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anything you want to add to that? Because that's
honestly no. I think we kind of touched on a lot of the points.
We talk about everything and how people is one partner away from their kids. But okay, of course, this is the Young and Maturing podcast. And so, in light of having a theme to the podcast, especially when we have guests on, I want to ask, and maybe I could start doing this on my solo episodes too, and kind of digest what I've learned, but I definitely want to do it for our guest, is what's young about you, and how are you still maturing?
Oh, that's a great question. I like that question because kind of just to start off, I'm young, so you know I'm in my 20s.
Right.
I'm just now getting to 21 soon.
Come on now.
So you know age first of all, but you know like I'm also in college, so you know like I'm still striving to get.
And you're around a lot of influences.
A lot of influences. You know I'm still experiencing a lot of things within my life. So you know like I'm getting there, trying to get to my career.
And you're not just getting it out.
Exactly. Not just giving it out, just like some people. So yeah, like
oh my God.
You know, I do have a lot of fun, you know, like with my friends and everything, like with you, everybody. You know, like I'm still young and lit, like you know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm still maturing as a person, just like based on my values and like how I want to carry myself with other people, and kind of just, especially in relationships, I would say, because you know I did get out of a relationship in 2025, so you know I'm still trying to like you know build on that and like you know get better and you know just keep flowing throughout life, and I'm gonna get there one day. So
you on the way.
Yeah, I'm on the way. I'm still striving.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly.
So I think that also to reflect like I'm young in a lot of ways, like young minded in some ways of like consistency is consistently a struggle.
Exactly.
You know? I also think that I'm maturing in acknowledging that too. Like I think acknowledgement is the biggest piece of that. What I can acknowledge today is that we didn't pray. I started the podcast off with the prayer and I didn't pray, so we're gonna end with the prayer. But I want to say thank y'all for watching, and I'm gonna wrap us up with a prayer. God, I want to say thank you for my guest today, Davis Agnigbakou. May his journeys be well. May they be surrounded and filled with abundance, light, love, and prosperity. God, I pray that you bless everything that we said today. Bless the way that it is received by the audience. And then also bless what happens with the Young and Maturing podcast. I pray that we create a safe space for not only guests to come and sit down, but anyone to come and listen and kind of be a part of the atmosphere or the ecosystem of the Young and Maturing podcast. Because we're creating a good space, right? And we're creating something that is ordained and thought through by your ministry and your vision, God. I want to say thank you, my Heavenly Father, for the breath to wake up another day, the ideas to have a conversation, and so many things that I take for granted every day, being able-bodied, being well-minded, and having so many great things to say through you. It is you who allows me to never misspeak, God. So thank you so much, my Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into the Young and Maturing podcast. Make sure you follow Davis on social media. What's your social medias?
So Instagram, first of all, XLoveDavis, so XLUV Davis, DAVIS, and then that's probably the only one you're gonna get because that's where I'm most active.
That's where you're most active.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all follow his Instagram, and feel free to keep tuning into the Young and Maturing podcast. We're gonna keep having great conversations. We're gonna keep having great guests on, and we're gonna keep having a great time. So feel free to come back, and we're gonna keep having great prayer.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all on episode 4 of the Young and Maturing podcast. I hope that episode 3 brought you some love, light, and positivity. May all be well. Enjoy the holidays.
Enjoy the holiday.
Peace out.